Tuesday night in Lynchburg saw a homecoming for a couple of Randolph Macon Yellow Jackets players, Lindsey Sharman and Christina Phelps. After the game, I talked to both of them, and we'll start with Lindsey Sharman of the Yellow Jackets, a Brookville product. Always an upbeat attitude, always positive, always one of the first ones to cheer on the sidelines for Randolph Macon. After the game, she talked with me about the win for the Yellow Jackets as they look to climb out of the middle of the pack in the ODAC and make some noise. Defending tournament champions, getting better and better, 6-4 in the league, 8-7 overall. Here were Lindsey Sharman's thoughts after the game.
Obviously, it's got to always feel good to come back home and perform well. Talk about what you think the team did well tonight.
I think we played really good team ball. We really wanted to work on our offenses a lot. We've been trying to get on our defense, try to get some stops, hold teams to a certain number. But I think we played really well tonight. We reversed the ball. Everybody played well, had a solid game.
I think at one point it was like 28-21. Then I think it was Maggie hit a three, and then it's like y'all never look back. How much of a spark did you feel that was?
We've been slower coming off this year. It takes us a little while. We're trying to get into the rhythm of playing 40 minutes a game. We always look for that one person to spark us, and it's always someone different. That time it just happened to be Maggie, but we definitely build off each other emotionally. So Maggie hitting that was definitely a big deal to get us going out of the gates.
Not maybe as good of a regular season right now as you guys want, but experience. It's going to help in the ODAC tournament. How much is it important is that you kind of build up to the tournament? If you catch 3, 2, or 1, that's great. But
yeah, we've been saying all year the ODAC tournament is anyone's game. Anything can happen in the ODAC. You can be the bottom seed and come in and win it all. So we've just been doing one game at a time. So this week we have a hard schedule. We go to Bridgewater on Saturday. So one game at a time.
Sharman notched 6 points and 2 rebounds in 11 minutes. Also talked to Christina Phelps, the Heritage product. 14 minutes of play, 4 points, 2 blocks, 5 rebounds, and really a lot of play that was so good it doesn't show up on the stat sheet. I talked to Christina Phelps about what she thought went well in the game and more right here on the Sports Buffet podcast.
Talk a little bit about, obviously it's a good thing to get on the home court, Lynchburg, and play well. Talk about what you thought you did well tonight.
I thought I played really good defense and getting stops. I thought I got some silly fouls, but I made up for it on the defensive end.
Talk about what you see as a strength of this team as we hit midway through the season.
I think that we have the ability to push the ball, and I really believe in our team defense. It's just we have to come out every night and play consistently to our level, because I know we can play better defense than what we were capable of playing. I mean, tonight we did a great job, but we can still go up from here.
One thing that impresses me about you guys is it seems like if it's not one person shooting well, 2 or 3 people can pick them up. Talk about the importance of having a team balance.
I think it's just very important. I think we all click and we all understand the sense of urgency on how, if one player is down, then we all need to step up as teammates to be able to get that next stop or to get a shot. If someone's not on one night, then we have to make sure all the rest of the 4 people and everyone on the bench and everyone like that to come in. Help out.
What's something that you feel you guys need to improve on as we head deeper into the ODAC season?
Definitely defense and rebounding. I feel like that's what sparks us on offense, and if we don't have that, then we're going to be very slow and not as motivated and as excited. But as long as we get stops and rebound, that's what's going to keep us going into the season.
Hard to single out anybody, but who else impressed you from your group tonight?
I thought we all played good. I just don't think it was just. I thought everyone had like a good breakout game. We played this team before. We played all right against them, but just coming out and just doing it a second time, now that we know what they're doing, we feel more not comfortable, but we know what we want to do in the future.
Best of luck on Saturday against Bridgewater.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Randolph Macon looks to continue their upward march in the ODAC Saturday when they travel to Bridgewater. It's a 2 o'clock start. After the game on Tuesday, I caught up with Carroll LaHaye, who is now at 502 career wins, to get her thoughts on the affair. Really a tight game early on, 28-21. Maggie Roy hit a 3 for Randolph Macon that really seemed to make them never look back. Roy finished with 13. Taylor Wazorek had 15, and Sarah Parsons, the freshman, also in double figures with 14 points. Here were Carroll LaHaye's thoughts after the game.
I think it was a little bit of a slow start, but I think Maggie hit a 3 that pushed it to 31-21. Then it's like you guys never look back. Talk about the overall performance.
Well, I agree with you. I think we did start slow. we got here a little bit later than we thought because we had some bus trouble, but I think you're right. Once Maggie hit that three, kind of ignited us a little bit and got us going, and we were trying to emphasize defense all along, and I think after that, it does fire you up once you hit a good shot, and the person that's supposed to be hitting that shot did hit that shot. It does fire you up.
One of the people that didn't start slow, though, was Taylor. She came out and had a really good, strong start. What did you see in her play?
Well, certainly, she had the size advantage, and we were trying to take advantage of that as well. I thought Randolph did a great job of neutralizing our height. I thought they did a great job. They know that they're smaller than we are. They get in there, and they really battled for the ball, and got some rebounds, took some rebounds away from us, but Taylor wants the ball and can do something with the ball, and so if we can get her started early in our offense, then we know that we can do all right.
And we talked the other day about Sarah Parsons as a freshman. I think she's going to be a very good player. Talk about the spark she gives you off the bench. She
does. For a while, she was coming off the bench early in the season, and then we put her in the starting lineup. But we really feel like coming off the bench after she's sort of seen the flow of the game and everything gives us much more of what we need, especially 5 minutes into the game or whatever. It helps our team. They know that here comes some offensive punch, and Sarah will get you going. Our whole intensity rises to her level.
Does a game like this worry you more than a game like against Guilford or Wesleyan because the records say you should win? And then the ODAC, I know that's not true, obviously.
Well, Allison does a fantastic job. I think they're going to be a team, as she continues to recruit as well as she has already. I think they're going to be a tough team. But it's always hard, because you think, I as a coach think that maybe the team might not take them seriously. But as a coach, you have to take them seriously because you don't know how the other team has prepared and what motivates them and everything. So you just have to prepare for them as well as you can, thinking that they can knock you off, and they have before.
Final question. It's going to maybe be tough for you to get that 1 or 2 seed without some help, but how important is it you just keep playing better and better each game, and you're the defending champ. When it gets to the ODAC, you've got that tournament experience.
Well, the experience does help. I think this year, because of the way we started and the way we were playing in the beginning, it is going to be tough to get that 1 seed. There are a lot of good teams in the ODAC, and if that's not the seed that we get, I would prefer the number 1 seed just like anybody else would. I like the times of the day that that number 1 seed plays, but if we have to come out of the bottom half of the bracket, then we'll do our best and try to do that.
Best of luck against Bridgewater on Saturday.
Thank you very much.
The score looks bad when you look at the final of 83-39. Second half, Randolph really had trouble shooting the ball, but I think Allison Nichols has done a great job recruiting. Coach LaHaye mentioned it, and this team is just going to get better and better as the season goes along. One senior in Lauren French, hard worker from Chatham High School, still playing well, and a lot of freshmen and sophomores. And, I can see why a lot of people might pass on Bree Lowry for the size factor, but the heart, to me, really stuck out on Tuesday at Randolph College. Randolph has a lot of upside, I think, down the line. It just might take a while for the freshmen and sophomores to blend, but Allison Nichols is going to get them right. One of the best up-and-coming coaches in the ODAC, and a lot of people will second that emotion. Randolph has Virginia Wesleyan coming to their place Friday, then they travel to Emory and Henry on Saturday. For the Sports Buffet podcast, this has been Bob Alvis.